Hello, this is a video presentation on the new and improved ROPack utility. I have a couple bits of information here if you're not familiar with where to launch ROPack. There's a couple lines here that'll give you those details. You can pause the video if you need to make a note of this. This top one is the direct launch, and then down below, if you go to the Softworks Systems website and then support and then downloads, you'll find the ROPack utility launch there as well. A few things you'll notice right off the bat with the new and improved utility is it will create a desktop icon now for you, and I'm going to launch this. The other thing you'll see after you have launched it and closed it is you'll notice that the encryption password is now stored within the utility, so you don't need to enter that each time you launch. The default launch will be set up as this: expand immediately, which will be the same functionality as you're used to with the previous version. We'll go through that real quick. I've got a couple orders all ready to go here. It is recommended that you make a copy of your RAW file and work from that versus working from the original in case you need to go back to the original. That is available. I'm going to grab one of my RAW files here, drag it into the window, and after a little bit, depending on the RAW file size, you will get a message that the file's been successfully unpacked or finished unpacking it. I'll say OK here. And if I look at my structure, I've got a new folder in the source directory or the source folder that the RAW file was pulled in from. And here's the typical structure, all completely unpacked. The order hierarchy has been maintained, and then that's available for review or editing, whatever the case may be. I'm going to delete this one. And then let's look at some of the new functionality that exists. I'm going to switch to Open an Editor, and I'm going to drag a different file in here. When I have Open an Editor selected, then I get a slightly different interface window before the unpack process actually occurs, and I've got three choices now along the top of the window. Extract All will extract or unpack the complete file. The only difference from Expand Immediately is you will get prompted for a location that you want to extract to, and you can then choose any existing folder location to unpack that order to, and it will maintain the hierarchy of the order file. So we'll select that. I've got some folders set up already just to make it a little bit easier to see the process. I get my message that it's finished unpacking. And now if I look at my Extract All folder, I have the same structure as Expand Immediately, but I was able to choose a specific folder to extract to. I'm going to delete this one. So now I don't have to drag the RAW file back in. I can continue to work from this if I choose to. So now I've got an extract selected with hierarchy. So I'm going to highlight my first image, choose this button, choose my folder here that I've labeled with hierarchy. And you notice how much quicker it is because we are only extracting the one file. And if I look at my structure here, I've got my same hierarchy structure, but within that I've got my images, but I've only got the one images in that images folder. We'll get rid of this. Now I'm going to select my third choice here, which is Extract Selected. This isn't going to maintain any hierarchy, but it will prompt me for the location that I want to extract that to. I'll select my Extract Selected folder. Oops. A little quick on the click there. Once again, very quick because we're only extracting the one file. And then now if I look at my extract selected folder, I've just got the one image located in there. Now let's say this image has a problem and I want to whether replace it with another one or try and fix the file. Then after I've done that, I can highlight this, drag it back into my list. I will get prompted as far as the path prefix for it. I'm just going to select OK here. And what you'll notice is down at the bottom of the list, I've got a duplicate of that file down at the bottom. If I go back and look at my timestamps on my row file, you'll see that it was created earlier this morning, but it's also been modified just a minute ago because it's been repacked with that additional file added into it. Now when the order gets processed and unpacked, because it's a duplicate file name, the last instance of that file will be unpacked and used in the order, which in this case would be the corrected one or the modified one, whatever needed to be done to that file. Since it does go back and update the row file in the location it was brought in from, that's another reason for making sure that you make a copy of your row file into a separate folder and work from that. That way the original row file here is always maintained. And that covers the new and improved ROPack utility.